Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
In this video, we continue with the discussion on possible employment avenues and start with advertising and public relations. Both advertising and public relations require good writing and communication skills. As a public relations specialist, individuals need to prepare and distribute information about their clients to the media, often in the form of press releases. Many businesses, not-for-profit organizations, universities, hospitals, government agencies, and other organizations hire public relations staff to manage their image. The public relations specialist promotes noteworthy events and keeps the public informed about an organization's policies, activities, and accomplishments. For example, a public relations specialist or press secretary who works for a government agency keeps the public up to date on government programs, issues, legislation, campaigns, and news. Public relations specialists have contacts in the media and collaborate with the press, providing them with information on stories and events. Public relations staff also plan conventions, host community events such as speakers, prepare comments or speeches for company or government officials. They also prepare annual reports for in-house use as well as for the public. They make presentations, create training manuals and policies for procedure handbooks, and write proposals for different reasons. Most employers require a degree or advanced diploma in journalism or public relations, although someone with an English degree and excellent writing skills can also succeed in this field. The key criteria for getting a job in public relations include a relevant internship or summer work, as well as a portfolio of published work. For example, students may work for the College Alumni Association, publish stories for the newsletter, or write press releases for the local media. Like journalists, public relations specialists often have to be on call in case of breaking news stories, emergencies, or other crises. The typical work day is usually not 9 to 5. For example, a public relations specialist may need to attend community meetings in the evening or special events held on weekends. Travel may also be required. In addition to public relations, advertising is another area that provides opportunities for the English graduates and English majors. Skills of writing and speaking effectively, as well as the ability to integrate images, are key. Students may consider any number of careers within advertising. Usually, students start with an entry-level job, possibly as an assistant or advertising copywriter. As students gain an experience, they may advance to other careers, including advertising or promotion manager or marketing manager. An advertising copywriter creates ads for radio and TV to promote the sale of goods or services. In this job, the copywriter starts by consulting with sales media and marketing representatives to learn about the product or the service. Collectively, this group may brainstorm to come up with ideas about a particular advertisement or campaign. For example, they may think about the style, the format, and the medium for the advertisement, along with other factors. The copywriter then writes, edits, and proofreads the text for the advertisement and may also make suggestions for the art or the photographs or the illustrations that are to be included with the text. The copywriter might also help estimate production costs, oversee the work being done by outside contractors, and prepare a marketing program. In addition to writing the ads, a copywriter needs to keep current on trends in advertising and consumer buying. Advertising copywriters work for advertising agencies, advertisers, the media, public relation firms, and trade organizations. Moving on, another career path for English majors is that of teaching, which we do. As an elementary or secondary school teacher, one has to prepare lesson plans and instruct children or adolescents and evaluate their performance. Now, public schools require state certification as well as a college degree with specific education courses. Private schools require a college degree but may or may not require certification by the state. Now, to get a job in a high school, one may also need to have some knowledge and experience in the particular subject that one will be teaching. Let's take, for example, an applicant who wants to teach high school English. He or she should major in English literature or English education. Some English programs, including teaching certification as part of the program, also needs to be there. A master's degree is required to teach at the college level, and a doctorate degree is required for full-time professorship at the university level. Now, the demand for teachers is huge as current teachers retire and as more students enroll in the institutions. Now, moving ahead, librarians are also employed by schools, universities, corporations, and public libraries. English majors may find entry-level jobs as a librarian aide, or if a student pursues a master's program in library science, he or she can work as a librarian. In the past, librarians dealt with mostly print resources. But now, with the explosion of the internet and with other technologies, more and more librarians use these sources to research and classify information. They also help patrons and students find the information they need. In addition to user services, librarians also deal with technical services, including the acquisition of books, cataloging them, and preparing new materials for use. They may create lists of books, periodicals, articles, coordinate special programs such as storytelling for students, negotiate contracts for services and equipment. To help promote the library through public relations, fundraising, or other such efforts. They also help in reviewing new books and updating catalogs to be up to date on new publications. And they do a lot of more things. So librarians are employed by public and school libraries, as well as libraries maintained by government agencies, corporations, law firms, and ad agencies. Also, libraries maintained by religious organizations, museums, professional associations, medical centers, and research facilities. Well, apart from these, it is important for students to plan ahead and to do things that will gradually build up their professional profile and their resumes. So, internships are a key way to gain experience and information. Participating in an internship provides students with real-world experience, making him or her more attractive to employers who seek people with some sort of industry readiness. So, if students participate in an internship, they gain many benefits. First, the experience can help them prepare and fine-tune their skills onto their career paths. On the other hand, the experience may end with great help in deciding or not deciding on a particular planned path. It's much better to find out this information through a short-term internship rather than discover that one is not suited for it after one graduates and pursues all the accreditation, advanced schooling, or job searching necessary to get oneself into a particular career. Well, in addition to enabling a student to test drive a career, an internship gives relevant job experience to include on one's resume. Students not only learn more about that particular field, they also gain a job reference. This leads to more benefits when students are searching for a job. If students participate in an internship, they are more likely to find a job in that particular area. They're also more likely to receive better job offers after graduation and may receive a higher starting salary when they do land a job. Students may also consider doing volunteer work like an internship. Volunteer work gives students the chance to actually work in the field. This can help students determine whether it's a field that they want to pursue or not. Second, they gain valuable experience. Third, they meet people who can add to their network. Volunteering for any group will add to a student's resume, but the more specific to a student's chosen career path it is, and the more responsibilities he or she takes on, the better. To boost one's profile or resume, one may also look for a part-time job that includes relevant skills. For example, students should look for a job with a publication center of the university or of the college. They might find a chance to work on university or college publications such as alumni newsletters, website releases, directories, marketing materials, and so on. Students should also be very particular about part-time work positions within the English department as well. Now, moving ahead, with the wealth of information available on the internet, students can find not only all kinds of career advice, but also assessment tests that evaluate their personality type, their particular skills and talents, and other qualities. These tests are based on the student's answers to the questions. So if a student answers how he or she thinks he or she should answer, the results are not going to be valid. So students need to answer honestly. Although these tests give general advice and descriptions, and there is no way to determine what type of person a student is based on an online assessment, still these assessment tests can give some insights and certain pointers to better gauge a student's interests and abilities, thereby helping him or her better realize the translatability of the English language skills in a professional context. I hope these pointers will be helpful when you enlighten your own students on the things to be done to enhance employability. I wish you all a great time in the classroom. Thank you.